for this first of a kind event announcement. This event really syncs up with how we're using technology today, and the way we're delivering this message to you just syncs up with that nicely. So we're pretty happy to be able to tell you about this using this live feed here. So candidly, while I believe that we were all meant to be together, I'm sorry, I also think that we're going to be connecting this way, virtually, for at least the near future. But the important part is that we continue to connect. That's really part of the fabric of AWWA and the magic that we try to bring to the water community. So let's talk about that, and let's get to this big announcement that I've been telling everyone about. So the big announcement is actually quite simple, and I'm excited to be the first person to let you know that AWWA is going to be hosting a virtual conference. And right here, this is the logo, and it's called the Virtual Summit, the AWWA Virtual Summit. Our themes are education, innovation, and exchange. And I'm going to talk a little bit about each of those as we go through this announcement. But here's a couple things that I think will probably be important for everyone to know. First of all, this is going to be a 2-day event. Now, it's not 2 long days of you sitting in a chair in front of your computer, watching virtual speakers talk about whatever is an important topic. It's actually going to be 2 days that are just partial days. We need to do that for a variety of reasons. First, we're trying to cover multiple time zones, so we want to make sure we're at that core sweet spot for everyone in terms of their ability to tune in. But really, we do know that everyone doesn't want to sit for 8 hours in front of their computer watching this happen. We already do that enough with enough of these sorts of social media things. So we want to make it short, succinct, long enough so that you get real meat out of the sessions. But think of these sessions as sort of short bursts of information. The dates are September 23 and 24. So mark your calendar, September 23 and 24. And again, not full days, but partial days. And we're managing time zones and attention spans. So the best place after this announcement is done, the best place to learn more is going to be at awwa.org. Just go right to our webpage, go to the events, and then you'll see a box which says AWWA Virtual Summit, and just click right in there. You can register already. If you want to sponsor, you can have the connections there for sponsoring. Everything's right there for you, everything that you'd want if this was just a normal conference. Okay, so what should you expect? Now, remember our theme, education, innovation, and exchange. And so I just want to talk a little bit about education. Education is so important to all of us, and so important to water professionals as you're trying to learn about new information. And so AWWA has always prided itself in terms of the technical content that we produce and that we provide to the water community. And this is going to be no exception to that. We're going to have all the subject matter experts there to talk to you about things that matter today to water professionals. And again, short bursts of information. It's not going to be long, drawn out things. So it'll be just perfect for a virtual conference. You'll also be able to get your CEUs and your PDHs. So don't worry about that. That's all taken care of as well. And if you register for the conference and there's a track that you want to listen to somebody speak, but you're in a different track that's happening at the exact same time, and that happens at ACE or any of our conferences. But if that happens here, you can actually come back on demand and listen to the programming that you weren't able to sit in on. So you can do that on your devices at your own time when it's convenient to you. So the education piece, we've got that, I think, really nailed down nicely for you, and I hope you are going to be part of it. And maybe you're a speaker, maybe you're coming to learn, maybe you are coming to get some education credits. All right, so the second piece of our theme, innovation. Well, maybe I'll just talk about three things. First of all, the topics that we're going to have are innovative because they're dealing with today's issues. But more specifically, we have an entire track that's going to be dedicated to innovation, smart water systems, technology, all of those sorts of things. So there will be a lot of innovation happening at this conference. The second thing I want to talk about is engagement. So if you've attended our webinars have just been doing a fantastic job of getting information out, but it is hard to engage as a participant. So we've got ways for you to engage and be part of the conversations during this virtual conference. So I hope you're going to join us, and I hope you're going to explore that part so that you can actually be an active participant in there. And of course, the final thing under innovation is just the delivery of the information. And this is our first ever virtual conference. So for us, and probably for a lot of you, it'll be an innovative experience. The experience of a virtual conference is in itself an innovative process. So now let's talk about engagement, the third pillar of our theme. Anytime you've ever gone to a face-to-face conference, engaging with others is just such a rich part of that experience. You know, you're collecting business cards, you're exchanging emails or email addresses, and then you're connecting with people who you really want to connect with afterwards. And so that's going to be possible here too. It's not exactly the same because virtual is not the same as face-to-face, but we will have ways for you to connect with each other. That will include solution providers and service providers. If you want to be able to connect with them, we're going to have a way for you to connect with them and for them to connect to you. So, you know, if you're a service provider or solution provider listening to this, this discussion right now, again, just go to awwa.org, and if you go to the Virtual Summit page on our website, there's a way for you to connect to our team here, our staff team at AWWA headquarters, to learn more about how you can engage in our virtual summit as well, and so that you can connect with your colleagues and the people who are interested in the solutions that you're providing. Okay, so that's all. That's it in a nutshell. I just want to tell you that we are so happy to be able to provide this virtual summit for all of you, and that we're excited to do this with you and for you, because, you know, AWWA relies on its members to come and deliver the best content possible. So we truly are doing it with our members, and we are doing it for our members. I really hope you'll join us. Again, those dates are September 23. Did you catch that? 3, 13, 23. It's September 23 and September 24. The name of the event is the Virtual AWWA Summit. You can learn a lot more on awwa.org. And if you join us, recognize you're going to be part of history. This is the first time AWWA has done this. And of course, you're going to be part of learning and continuing to advance under the education, the innovation, and the exchange rubric that AWWA always uses in its performances, its conferences performances. I guess they are sort of performances. So in the meantime, remember, no water, no coffee. And I hope that you are all safe and that you continue to be safe. And I hope you'll come to awwa.org, learn more about our virtual summit at awwa.org. Thank you, and have a great day.